What up?
What's up? What's up?
How you doing? How you doing, my man?
All is well. All is well.
All right, man. So of course I'm gonna have to ask you right off the jump: Is the Broner fight happening?
Absolutely.
Woo!
This is the first you're ever going to see two extremely high performance entertainers box in a boxing ring. Rarely did we ever see two Floyd Mayweathers get in a ring that are actually really fighters, real fighters nowadays. So this is a first, and it's going to be all brought to you by Don King Promotions. It's great. It's a great time to make history.
That's dope, man. I was so when I heard that, I was like, the lead up is gonna be probably as entertaining or more than the fight itself too.
Yeah, I'm working on something really big so I can sell to a major network station. It looks like Netflix is looking into buying into the whole boxing situation. Well, I might have something that's even bigger than the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight. So
Something that you're involved in or you're producing.
yeah, that me and my team is gonna be producing.
You
So
can't give
working.
any hints.
I'm working it all out, working out all the kinks, but I have a great idea for something big. One thing we need to realize, right,
Mm-hmm.
that the real envelope of pushing boxing to like higher levels have always been in the hands of the fighters, and it's always been in the hands of entertainers, fighting entertainers. You
Right.
know, the remember when 24/7 came about?
Yep.
It just blew boxing up just that much more. It was great. That was Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather came up with 24/7, made it happen, and that became something that pushed boxing a lot farther than where it was beforehand.
Okay.
Um, and like,
Boop. Oh, there you go.
hold on one second. Let me just
It's all good. It's all good.
put myself on. Do not stir. Okay, cool. And so that just put things in farther perspective. Right now,
Okay.
that today's entertainer is me, Blair the Flair, the most exciting man in boxing. I'm so like just dragged out because I've been running up. Look, first of all, it's not running, climbing. I climbed up a mountain
Woo.
and still ran and did like the most today. Strength conditioning.
You're in Vegas. You're in Vegas.
Yeah, right now my training camp is in Vegas, and training is just unbelievable. And we didn't even get started, man. This is supposed to be pre-camp.
Did the did the mountain have? Do you have snow at the top of it?
Man, no, but the one right next to us did. It was getting
Okay.
real close to like snow, and I'm still wearing like regular clothes. It was very interesting. Let's put it like that.
So when did you guys when was the fight signed? When was it officially made?
Adrien Broner's team reached out to me, and then I said, okay, yeah, let's make that happen. I'm a free agent. He said, all right, cool. And then we we uh we got a contact from Don King himself, and he said to come out and meet with him. We had a very very good conversation that led to a signing that led to making this fight happen for everybody to see, and it's just looking really really good, really really good that Don King is back in the picture, and many many beautiful things to see in the future.
So Don's in his 90s. Is he has all his marbles still? He's good.
Yeah, actually, he's pretty intellectual at that age, man. It's kind of unbelievable. Like,
Yeah. Wow. Because I remember him like, I mean, he was promoting in the. I think he promoted some of Ali's fights, right, in the 70s, 60s.
this is a little crazy history for you guys. Blair the Flair is an entertainer, right? And Adrian Broner is an entertainer. He's a boxing entertainer that pushes the envelope, pushes boxing forward,
Yes.
and in the direction of bringing like the casual fans. Well, so right now, this is the craziest thing. Muhammad Ali was Don King's first fighter. That was his first fighter that he ever, like when he first got into boxing as a promoter. His first fighter was Muhammad Ali.
Wow.
You know that, and then of course he got into Duran, and everybody else. You
Right.
know, you almost can't even mention like a great fighter. Even Mike Tyson, like you can't even mention a great fighter without mentioning Don King. So it's really going to be something when I
It is.
start putting together these promotional clips and putting together something that you guys, the fans, can see and bring boxing back. That's
What?
what it's about, baby.
Yeah, of course. So is this something that they're paying for? You or like who's handling this crazy promotions you're doing? Who's paying for it?
Hey man, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So like for me, like I mean, he doesn't mind like helping out and putting together and whatever that I want to get done. He helps make sure it gets done. We work together, promoter, manager, and fighter. We all work together to make the dream work.
Oh, so when is the fight and where is it taking place?
I don't know where it's taking place just
Okay.
yet. I just know when, and our date is May 31st. May 31st, something big is going to happen. Now, this is all before the actual official drops and everything like that and press conferences. It's very early news, but it's early news to bring people to awareness that Flair is back. Adrien Broner is still a problem, and we're out here to make something big happen.
I mean,
Um,
your last fight was Hooker, right?
yeah, major upset against Hooker.
Woof. That was yeah, man. I was very impressed. You know, you showed you shut a lot of people up. You know, you had a speed bump. Was it the fight before that? I forget which
Yeah,
one. Right.
the fight
Um,
before that, I had a late notice fight against Alexis Rocha.
right. And you know,
1 week notice, and I still sold the whole fight out. It was
well,
great.
that's what you do. And the problem is because you do that so well, you also unfortunately put yourself out there where people want to criticize you, right?
Yeah, absolutely, which is cool. It's okay.
Right. But you'll take the trade-off. Do I want to sell way more tickets and or do I want to be criticized? Okay, I'll take some criticism as long as I'm selling out and getting eyeballs on you, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mm.
So
And
I'm here for the booze and the woos. So we don't have fighters like me anymore, really, that are like it's either you love them or hate them. It's very rare that you ever heard you. Let's just put it like this: you never heard somebody say, "Oh yeah, he's okay."
right, right.
No,
But
everybody has something to say. Like you know what? Like no, this dude is a dickhead. Or yeah, I love this guy. This guy he's doing the most. Like there's always gonna be something, and that's the kind of character. That's the kind of persona. That's the kind of fighter that you need to push boxing farther and
right.
push this sport.
And you're older than you look, right? You're in your early 30s.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Is Broner younger or older, the same age as you?
Broner's, he's like maybe like 2 years older or something like that.
Okay.
He
Now,
has to be. He's definitely an older brother of mine. He's
right, right,
definitely
right.
an older brother. So
Have
you know,
have you
he's
ever worked
definitely a
with him?
little bit older.
Have you ever sparred him in the past? Worked with him?
You said
Have you ever sparred him in the past?
no, no. I never got to spar him, but I always knew of him. I always
Hmm.
saw him. It's funny while I was preparing and in the Olympic trials, I saw him fight, and then literally later that like the very next day he was at the Olympic trials. Like he's very um like back in the day he was definitely well in tune in boxing, so much so that he showed up to Olympic trials. He was winning championships and then still had time to see the amateurs. It's very interesting. Like we like to talk shit about like all the bad things that he's done, but like there's some very interesting good things he's done too. Like so, you know.
No, he was a tremendous fighter. You know, you guys were both similar-ish, except he would say things that people he would say things that some people would think is rude or whatever. You don't really go that route. You're more entertain, and it's different. You guys are both, promote yourselves. You're flamboyant, you're loud, but yours, I feel like you come from at a different angle than he does.
Yeah, yeah. Like what I consider myself people's champion. You know, I come out here, I call myself the great one. I call myself the people champion. When I like, let's say, speak about a subject, I'm speaking about the subject from the point of view of everyone else. You know, and whenever something happens or whatever, let's say I'm fighting, I'm talking my smack, I'm really coming more so from the angle of a snarky insult with comedy. I'm really just having fun out there. You know what I'm saying? With this whole uh DID disorder where I can flip a different coin and be a different way. I'm really just having a really good time. And that's what most people should be doing, and
Hmm.
people should be working harder. Like the problem with boxing is that people are not working harder. Yeah, you work hard in the gym. Are you working hard outside the gym? Are you like what are you doing? See, the
Yep.
best MMA fighter was working inside and outside that octagon, and what ended up happening, he became a megastar. We need megastars in boxing to push the envelope, and we definitely don't need megastars that are like YouTubers. We need real fighters that like can show you with hard work, dedication, and a really good smile, you can do something special.
There you go. Absolutely. And I mean, this fight is it's going to be mad exciting. Is there anything about Broner? All right, let me ask this: what does Broner do well? What does he do well?
Man, well, one, he has very fast hands. He's very dangerous in the way he delivers, like let's say a counter punch. He's very dangerous with counter punches. Um, he's very good with a few things. He can be strong and push a fighter back in like the DC style of boxing,
Okay.
where he like, covers up a strong guard, starts walking people back and evading big two like shots that are probably too big to just block. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? And then coming back with little punches that take effect, because in the midst of all of these throwing punches and stuff, if you get hit with a small shot and getting backed up, it can wear on you.
Mm.
So he mastered the DC type of style with also having the shoulder roll defense and fast counters. Um, if you get into a shootout with Adrien Broner, it probably wouldn't be good. You know,
Okay.
you have to be in, out. You have to do certain things because he's far too dangerous.
Okay.
Far too dangerous.
Okay. Okay. Um. Uh, wow. I mean, how is he done traditionally against southpaws? Is that something? I'm sure that's something you look at, right?
Yeah, a little bit here and there.
Mm. Okay.
What I what I see is this: like his stance, his placement his feet, and little things like that. Things that he can't really change. I watch out for the little things that can't be really changed, and because there are flaws in like those things that he can't change,
Right.
because he can't really he can't really defend himself from lateral movement. If somebody comes in through like a, let's say, comes in from an angle, darts into an angle, comes in, he can't really defend himself. He has to wait and then cover up initially, and then take the onslaught and hopefully hurry up to place his feet back in the angle and things
Right.
like.
And you're very explosive, so I think that's going to give him problems.
Yeah, well, it's not just explosiveness. What I have is true speed and creativity. True speed is very different. There's very few people that have true speed. What's true speed? True speed is somebody that has fast reflexes, like eye reflexes. You can see things within a fraction of a second. Head movement, foot movement, and hands, and fast hands. True speed is all speed,
Mm,
and very those are usually freaking nature fighters, like Roy Jones.
Eldrick Taylor.
Right now, anyway.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Back in the 70s with like the Sugar Ray Leonard and all that stuff, it was really Aaron Pryor. You know,
Meldrick Taylor.
Meldrick Taylor, True Speed. You know, there was a lot of people out there, but they only come like every once in a generation, like that. You have guys that just True Speed, and sometimes
Right.
they don't always. I mean, but when they do make it, you see Roy Jones, Manny Pacquiao. You see a lot of guys like that. Hell, even in his later days, Sergio Martinez. Like,
Yes.
he had true speed. He's fast on hands, feet. Damn, he don't even need to know how to box. He'll still beat you. Like, you know what I mean?
Would you say Tank has true speed?
No, no.
Yeah, I was thinking that. He's explosive with one punch, but he's not a combination puncher.
No, he's not a combination puncher. He's not true speed. Let's put it like this. He gets ran in circles by somebody with true speed. And the only reason why Tank is winning fights is because he's very calculative with his counter punches. His counter punches, he's a perfect chess player. He's a
Mm-hmm.
chess player, and he plays for for everything. You know what I mean? The chess moves that he play are for dead. If you get
Mm-hmm.
caught with a counter punch, if you get caught too comfortable coming forward and having him lure you into coming forward, what ends up happening is that, like, that's when he pulls a shot, boom, and fight's over. You know what I mean? He's
Right.
very, very strong, incredibly dangerous, but he's an incredible chess player. The problem is you can beat a chess player, and, like, so his greatest downfall is the fact that somebody like Devin Haney's around, somebody like me is around, that, like, there's still people out there that have far more ability and that's more calculative to a point where I can put you in a checker match. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Checkers beat chess at the end of the day. Checkers beat. Don't ever
So
think they don't, because we only have 12 rounds. Like, you know what I'm saying?
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. So you think if Devin fought Tank, who would win?
Devin fought Tank right now as we speak. What's going to end up happening is that Tank is going to have a hard time getting off that one shot, because Devin's not going to allow him to
Yep.
just get off. And even
Yep.
if he comes forward, he's going to be made a fool of by falling into an even deeper pit, which is falling into counter punches, falling into stupid shots, and then next thing you know it, the bell's going to ring on the 12th round, and he's going to lose almost every single round. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Waiting for that one punch. He's going to be very frustrated towards, like, the 10, 11, 12th round, hell, even the ninth round. He's going to fucking feel it. And then he's going to probably start doing even more stupid shit, which is like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I gotta come forward. I gotta come forward. That's when he's going to get caught with a lot of shots. It's not like Devin Haney is a unbelievably devastating puncher, but then the whole thing is, like, he already knows that. So even when he lands a big shot, he's not going to just jump in there and try to throw a extra 4 or 5 piece McNugget. It's over, man. Like, what's going to
Right.
happen is that he's going to get outpointed, outclassed, and just kicked right out the fight. And
Unless
what
he ends
happens
up landing one of those shots, right?
unless
Then.
he ends up landing one of those shots, but the odds is incredibly low, because the
Mm.
only way Tank can actually, like, land one of those type of shots is if that person is dedicated and, like, committed to attacking. Now, when you have somebody that's standing in the standstill at the line and playing with you, and, like, if you don't, one, you don't have longer reach than this person, and you don't have faster feet, then it's a problem. Then it's a
Mm.
You know what I mean? You have to
Right.
figure all kinds of weird ways just to land a punch on somebody like Devin Haney. You know what I
Right. Right.
mean? talking to somebody that has far more ability than Devin Haney ever could have, and I
Uh-huh.
still have to do a lot of in particular things to throw him off and take away his assets. You know what I mean? I gotta make him come forward. I gotta do this, do that, trap him. Boom, 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 boom. Play a little game, little mind games, trap him. Boom. You know what I mean? But can Tank pull that shit off? I seriously doubt it.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's interesting.
Like, I'm
Um,
a normal fighter. I'm a freaking nature fighter. Like, so like you can't like think that like just because I get off on somebody don't mean that somebody else can get off on them. You know
right.
what
Everybody's different. Yeah.
I mean?
Um,
I have way too much ability. Way too much.
so this fight with Broner is at 47, correct?
Yeah.
Are you having any trouble making 47 or you're good?
Never had problems making weight. I eat a full steak before I eat a
Yeah.
full steak, yes, and potatoes. A full steak, potatoes, broccoli. I like a real good meal before I go to
Okay.
that talk my shit.
Okay. Okay.
You know?
So could you even fight at 40?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I could. I probably could, but I wouldn't want to. You know, I
Okay.
like making my weight easy. You know what I mean? I like doing all my work and making my way easy so I can be right there at the weigh-ins, press conferences, talking the most shit, pulling my opponent's pants down and kicking him in his ass the whole time.
Man, yeah, that I'm excited for that fight, and I can't stop thinking because I know that you're originally you were brought up most of your life in Philly, right? Or at least a lot of your life in Philly. If after the Broner fight, we got Boots just waiting, two Philly guys.
Yeah, that will be fun. That will be fun. I want to get a little bit more momentum before acknowledging that fight, and
Okay,
that like with a little bit. I'm not saying a lot, just a little bit of momentum. I'm incredibly dangerous. Like
so you're thinking of one fight after Broner?
and Maurice Hooker was so dramatically different. You almost can't trust me.
Mm.
you know, you can't trust to even find out what's going to happen next. I'm very unpredictable, as you saw in those fights. Very unpredictable. Um, my abilities are way superior, even to somebody like Boots. You know, and then so
Okay,
it's just going to be very very interesting if that fight ever materializes. Um,
so you're looking for after Broner maybe another fight before you go to Boots?
yeah, probably.
Okay,
I would like to
okay.
build. I would like to build up an attraction, um, and make something big happen. Cause there's other big fights. I really want to get these guys. Really get these guys. You know,
Who do you, who do
we
you,
have some other fighters out there
okay.
that need to be acknowledged. We still have Conor Ben. Really needs to be acknowledged. We have Manny Pacquiao still just here, there, and everywhere. Look, he
That's a
beat
legend, dude.
down a fight with me because he wanted a 14 million dollar purse guarantee on top of pay-per-views, and I'm like, oh man, like these, like I got really good people, but they're not trying to, like, they don't believe that you are worth that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So but one thing's for certain, after like chasing this and chasing that, after this fight, that fight may be on the table. You know what I mean? Again, and shit, whoever saw two freaking nature fighters fight at the same time? I never seen that. I never
I
saw
mean,
like a Roy Jones fighter, Pernell Whitaker, nobody like that. That's never happened. That would be a first.
well, Roy Jones fought James Toney. They were both considered freaks of nature at the time, but then Roy just pulled
Now,
himself above.
see, Roy Jones was freaking nature. James Toney was just incredibly talented.
But at the
He
time,
he
people
never had fast feet. He never had fast
no,
feet.
no.
He never had the complete package of just ability,
But at the
just
time,
raw
people don't
ability.
remember that fight was down the middle. No, everybody was split on who they thought were going to win at the time,
Uh,
and then Roy
uh,
just, yeah. I
well,
was I was actually at that fight live, man.
dang, how was that? What was the
It,
the the
it
the
was
place?
it was crazy. It was crazy, crazy energy, and everybody was split. Nobody, and Roy just put on a boxing clinic. You know.
That's what I want, man. Look, in this world, all we have is moments. All we have is moments. All we have is just that little moment where it's just like, wow, that was something that inspired part of that inspired the imagination of exactly what a true man is, what true humanity is. That's
Right.
what for. I aim for making these incredible moments. I made plenty of actual moments, and the worst part about it is that it couldn't be like truly captivated by all of the audience. You know, I would have promoters that's like trying to keep me away and doing this and doing that, and then I have to fight with them and then use the networks against them because the networks like me more than they like the promotion, and like you know what I mean, like all nonsense, and I feel very very appreciative and grateful that like I have a promoter that's working with me that's willing to help me give you guys the very best that Blair Flair can bring.
Don King. Don King. Do you
Who would
see?
who would have thought?
Right. Right. Do you see the buildup getting into the realm of disrespectful or just entertaining?
I don't know. I think that just mostly entertainment because like that's how I go about things. Entertainment. I'm hoping that it gets disrespectful. You know what I mean? But like it's not my thing. But I know it's AB's thing, and I would just want him to be comfortable. Look, man, it's okay. Clown me. You know what I mean? Showboat, do the things that I believe you can do. You know what I mean? Sell this fight and produce the very best Adrien Broner. Train hard and do things as if like like it was your first world title. You know what I'm saying? Because this
Yeah,
could be your any fight could be your last fight. So while we there, let's show the world that we are the very very best that boxing can bring to the table. And
absolutely. So,
don't just throw me the mic right quick, and I can make sure that we make $100 million out of this shit.
there
Like you
we
know what I'm
go.
saying? You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, man. You don't, you only have one shot in boxing and you got to make the most out of it because it doesn't give you any kind of pension or any kind of health insurance, nothing. You got to do it all now.
Well, I'm working on other things to like make sure that we can have something. You know,
Oh,
I'm
cool.
developing to a professional trader, and I'm doing other things in the background with investments and things like that. Once everything is seasoned and well prepared, I don't mind helping somebody like Adrian Broner, even if like it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, like this is a man. This is not just like an opponent. Like he's not an enemy. He's a human being. And just like everybody else that's in boxing, like I look forward to helping people rather than just taking from the sport like people have been doing for years.
That's great. That's great to hear. Um, all right. Well, I mean, before I let you go, maybe what's your goal? Like what, and beyond obviously world title, whatever, but what is your goal where you'll be like, you know what, I can hang the gloves up. I'm happy with my career. Do you have a goal like that?
Yes.
Okay.
When I'm recognized, not only as being a world champion and all this and that, because this fight could be a world championship title. It could be. Like there's no reason why can't be. With the titles going up vacant, why not put the world title on a line with two guys that are easily top 10 fighters and
Yep.
have more credibility than everybody else.
Yep.
Now, the whole thing is this. So the titles is not just about the titles. It's about being the most impactful fighter in the world. I want to do something special. And that something special is I want to I want to ignite and truly inspire the imagination of people. I want to be the type of fighter that can inspire and and like have the type of pull that comes from the youth, the millennials, and the old. And the people that don't know boxing but they know Blair to Flair. I want to be that fighter. I might be able to hang up the gloves when I am truly a megastar, and I won't stop until it's done. And age is not stopping me. You know what I mean? One loss is not stopping me. Promotions are not stopping me. You can't stop me even if you stop me.
There we
I'm
go.
going to make it happen.
That's dope. Man, I'm excited. I'm super excited for this fight. May 31st. The venue is yet to be determined, but we have Blair the Flair going up against AB Adrien Broner. Guaranteed to be one of the most exciting fights inside and outside the ring. And yeah, man, I appreciate you joining, and let's chop it up again when the fight gets closer.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know what it is. The most unpredictable, the most exciting man in boxing, Blair the Flair. You can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Blair the Flair for more exciting content. Official BlairTheFlair.com. Woo!
There it goes.
Baby.
There it goes. All right, my man.
All right, take care.